When we buy a dog, we have a picture in our minds of the activities which are now open to us. For many people, taking their dogs on holiday with them is simply an enjoyable and completely natural way of life. However, in the dog's mind, this is not a holiday or a treat or a break from the norm. This is a new environment, and as such we have to teach the dog how to behave in this particular environment. There is one thing that can ruin a family holiday, and that is the dog not behaving as we think he or she should. And all too often, that frustration can easily turn into annoyance when the dog gets up to mischief and is obviously not showing any gratitude whatsoever for being taken on holiday. The majority of dog owners live in an urban environment, and the exposure once or twice a year to rolling hills and or miles of beach can be a temptation which for some dogs you simply cannot resist. Just letting your dog off the lead in a brand new open space, hoping your dog will go off and do dog things and come back when called, is really quite optimistic. Well, I have to say that this has absolutely nothing to do with what you did or how you did it, but simply down to the character or temperament of the dog. There are some dogs that have no wish to be separated from their owners and will walk calmly in close proximity, not interacting with any dogs or any other people. These dogs are few and far between, and as such, if you own one of them, you should count yourself extremely lucky. Some dogs are highly driven and highly motivated and relish the opportunity of being off leash. And some owners mistakenly believe allowing them to do this will eventually tire them out or calm them down. Well, I'm sorry, this concept doesn't work. Because come the time you wish to bring the activity to a halt, your dog is having so much fun, it's going to take you a great deal of time to get it back on the lead. This is simply where training has to come into play. Many people taking their dogs to indoor training facilities are usually taught to walk away from the dog while the dog is being held by the trainer and call the dog, and the dog will return. However, this is teaching a dog to return to the handler in a completely unnatural setting, and as such has very little bearing on what will happen outside the hall or scout hut. To teach a dog to return to you in an open space, you have to teach the dog in an open space. In this video clip, we can see Gary and Debbie working their dogs, teaching them to focus on them and not distracted by anything else that is going on. Eventually, both these dogs will be so used to focusing on their owners, they will not wish to run off and get up to mischief. However, this will always be governed by how driven, how motivated, or indeed how dominant your particular dog is.